This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
It uses a key in order to open and close it, and I've noticed that y'all have some thumb term options, but I'm not totally sure which one will be compatible.
Well, so you have a key on the inside of the house?
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
It's a key on the inside and the outside.
Okay, so you simply have a double cylinder. If you wanted to change that into a thumb turn, you would replace the lock with a single cylinder.
Okay.
And that's no problem. You can definitely order that. But the double cylinder was probably installed for a reason. Do you have side lights or something like that?
Sorry, do I have what now?
Side lights? I mean, is there a way for me to break the glass and get in and flip your bolt open?
Oh, yes. I guess the door is a window, essentially.
So you got to think about that. Do you really, that's the reason that it's there. Someone made a conscious decision. And in fact, if I sold a customer knowing that it was glass side lights or glass door, they would find me. The client would for sure find me an error for supplying that to them.
I see.
But it's a personal choice. There's no police about this. You have to decide what you want.
Right. Yeah. I guess I was thinking of it as more of a convenience thing.
Convenience and security inversely proportional.
Right. Right. Indeed. Well, then let me just ask a couple of questions, and then I'll consider it. So, let's see. So I'm seeing, that there's an in-swinging cylinder and an out-swinging cylinder, and I'd love to know what the difference is there.
Probably just the strike plate is the only difference, whether your door is in-swing or out-swing. That's just a nuance that you'd have to determine at the time of order.
Okay, so that's referring to how my door
swings in or out.
Operates.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not how it operates,
okay.
Just the direction of swing, whether it goes into the house or out of the house.
Got it. So it's an in-swing. And then, do these come with the... so I have the mechanism that's on the inside of the door, and then of course it's connected to there's like a key lock insert on the outside of the door. And I'm just curious, will I need to keep that piece, or will this come with a new, key opening?
The answer is yes to both of those scenarios.
Okay.
You can replace it if you want, or simply just reuse it so that you don't have a keying problem.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Well, this is all very helpful, and appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem at all. And thank you very much for calling.
Yep. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it.
That client has a Yale, what would really be called a rim lock, and it's probably the number 112. It could be a different model, but we know that he has a double cylinder. Well, that to me, because I know these Yale rim locks fairly well, that to me is going to mean that they're dealing with the 112, and it would be either a 112 1/4 or it'd be a 112 1/4 F. The 112 1/4 and the 112 1/4 F are different only in that one is for an in-swing and one is for an outswing. And as I had said earlier, the only realistic difference between those is the strike plate, because one strike is more appropriate for an outswing versus an in-swing. In order to study that, I was hoping there would be a product catalog here, and I don't really see one. So let's go back to the item we were on, click the manufacturer's logo here, and then when that loads, open up the 2016 product catalog, and this is probably in the front of the catalog. It's an auxiliary lock. So let's take a look at that. Next touch, let's Control F, 112. Okay, we're in the auxiliary lock section. This would be a strike appropriate for an in-swing because of how this mounts to the jamb and to the face of the jamb. Now, the F version, this is a double cylinder, 1/4 dash. Yeah, okay. So the 1/4, the 112-1/4. The F version for outswinging doors has a flat strike. Unfortunately, I'm not really... Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's the flat strike. Okay, that is appropriate for this application. That would be for an outswing because it's going to mount, actually, if you've got a door and you have an outswing, you have a door and this is going to be for an outswinging application. That's your frame. That flat strike goes here. That lock goes here. If you have a in-swing, right? That strike is going to mount here, and then that lock is going to go here. That's really what the primary difference is between these two type of applications. Now, again, whether it be single cylinder or double cylinder, personal preference, but if you have glass, the historic common logic is that you're going to want a key on the inside. It's just simply what the bottom line there is with how that would work. The client can most definitely reuse his existing rim cylinder on the outside. No matter what, you're going to have a rim cylinder on the outside. That's how you're going to get in, which is shown here. And then it's just literally single cylinder or double cylinder. If you have any questions on any of this rushed video, please feel free to reach out to us. My name is Rich from Architectural Builders.
Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.